It's your roommate's favorite podcast, Unfiltered Unprepared. I'm your host, Selah Robinson.
It's your girl, Amarah Hinds.
It's Ayanna. It's Tia Green.
So today we're going to be talking about basically just academic reflections, talking about college, mental health, all that stuff, talking about midterms and how to study, how to prepare for midterms, and basically how to prepare yourself for coming back from spring break and winter break. Anybody?
Okay, so I just want to start off with saying that it is very important to put yourself first. It's very important, like when you go on these breaks, like take away from school. Like I don't even think about school when I'm on break. I'll be like, I didn't clocked out. So I'm not clocking back in until I move back in to that dorm. So I would just say during those breaks, it's the time you need to refresh, refocus, rejuvenate, whatever you need to do, and just get away from the stress, get away from the problems, and then when you get back, I would say come back with a fresh mind. Like whatever happened last semester, that was last semester. This is a new semester, so new goals, new reflections, new things to think about. So just come in with a new mindset and just let go of whatever happened last semester and try and make the best out of it. Like whatever happened, learn from your mistakes, and this new semester try to just start anew and just set new goals and just learn from whatever happened last semester.
I totally agree with that. I'm gonna piggyback off on that. But like when you go home, leave the drama where you picked it up at. Don't keep carrying it around with you. Don't keep dwelling on it. Like let it go. And I'm saying like when you come back, of course you're gonna have to deal with it eventually. But like when you come back, don't come back with the same mindset. Try to have something better than what you did the last time. Like don't try to keep the same thing going on and on. Certain things you just have to let go and let God handle it and come back with the best possible outcome. You can't keep trying to dwell on something that happened. You gotta let it go. And then if you feel like you ain't do your best the first half, come back on the second half and do even better. Like prove yourself wrong. Always have a better goal than what you had the last time. Always try to move forward. Don't try to keep letting everything that's bad behind you push you back. Let that bad stay back and you keep pushing forward.
I agree with Ayanna. Let it go. Stop dwelling on it. Especially when you go home for like breaks and stuff. To piggyback off what Tia said, have you on the I already clock out. Like I don't even touch the iPad. I don't touch the laptop, whatever. I don't even open Canvas. Like if it was up to me, I would have deleted Canvas. But hey, that's a lot. But I don't even touch it. I don't think about it. Like just use that break to just mentally just take a reset. Don't dwell on nothing that happened in the dorm, in your room. Let it go and let God.
Yeah, I feel like when you go home for break, I feel like you don't sit there and like they said, don't sit there and like dwell on like the test you might have not did good on, or the final that you might have not done the best on, or the grades, your GPA not being up where you want it to be. Like 'cause at the end of the day, that stuff is over. Like you can't go back and change what you did. So only thing you could do is move up and move on. So I feel like that's a big thing about academic reflection. Like you're supposed to sit there and just like learn from your mistakes, learn from what you did, and then do better. Because that's the only way you're going to grow is if you learn from your mistakes and do better. So yeah, I feel like just learning from your mistakes and doing better it really helps. Like it really helps, especially for me. Like I look at my even the good semesters, I still think, okay, what could I have done better to be more prepared? What could I have done better to get maybe straight A's instead of all A's and B's? You always want to shoot for the stars. You always want to shoot for the stars.
So about midterms, studying, well, for my concentration, I don't have a lot of tests. Usually my midterms are written, but when I do have a test, I just try to start early instead of waiting till the last minute to study. I used to use index cards to study, but sometimes I find it helpful to take quizzes online about stuff that say for example it was terms that I know I need to work on, like grammar wise, I would take like grammar quizzes to kind of prepare for that. But I would just say start early, know what's useful for you to help you learn the material, and if you need to go to tutoring, make sure you make time for that and you plan it out so you can pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree and piggyback off that again. I just feel like certain things can work for certain people. I would say you know what you don't understand, what the teacher's talking about in the class. So I would just say start from there, and the stuff that you know, don't go over it so much. I'm just not, because it's like that's not your main focus because you already understand that. Trying to find different ways to help you understand. So like if your friend understands something that you don't, be like, hey, can you help me understand this a little bit more from your perspective to see why you're not understanding? Because it could be different test strategies that you can use to help you understand. And it's going to take you a while to figure out which ones best work for you. But I would say you're not giving up on that and try to, help yourself grow as much as you can.
I agree. And like what I do for midterms, like because of my major, I don't have like quizzes and stuff, tests and stuff. I have like written papers. So because I feel like that's a little bit more of a hassle than preparing for like an exam or something like that, I like to plan out when I'm going to do my papers on like what day. So like I know that I got 5 classes, like 4 out of 5 of them I got papers in it. So I know that I'm going to do this paper on one day, plan to do this one either the next day or like every other day or something like that. But when I do have like exams and stuff, I study. So study.
I think for me, it's a little different than just like going to tutoring, because for my major, we don't have tutoring. Like it's hard to tutor for like law, because like it's just something that you get, and if you don't get it, then you just don't get it. So I feel like working with like your classmates really helps, like getting in groups and like actually like piggybacking off each other, like what someone understands, maybe someone understands that you don't understand, and maybe you understand something that they don't understand. Y'all can help explain it to each other so y'all can get it, because there's like we can't just get up and go to tutoring for exams and stuff. Because a lot of stuff with law, it's more like you just like it's very precise. So like if one word could change an entire right or wrong answer. So I feel like just working with your classmates and working with what you have is like really good, because we don't have tutoring. So like especially pulling in office hours, meeting up with your classmates, even like asking people who've taken the class before, like for help, is really beneficial.
So as far as managing stress, I would just say sometimes it's easier to manage stress than others. There could be like typically a time where like I think I have everything together at this point, and then something just pops up. Well, maybe I just had a bad grade suddenly, or maybe like this teacher just throws an assignment at me that I wasn't planning on doing, because I like plan out my work week early. So when things like that happen, I really just have to pray and like give it to God, and I have to rework my schedule, because there were definitely times where I would go to class and she's like, well, I'm going to give y'all this group assignment and it's due, part 1 is due tonight at 11:59, and I'm just like, tonight at 11:59, you just told us about it at 2 o'clock. So it's just about, I would say you have to find a way to rework it, and if you have to move certain assignments back to fit like what that teacher is trying to get you to do. But I would say having a self-care regimen, drinking water. I like to read the Bible. I pray. Like I start giving things to God. Like once I pray, I just be like, at this point, I'm still going to put in the work, but it's a certain level of like I gave it to God, so I know it's going to work itself out as well.
Okay. Well, looking ahead, let's start talking about next semester and what are the best transition ways we can go with the open mindset, with good, healthy life, because it's gonna be we're gonna be now the summer after this. So it's just like we gotta train our mindset to like come from having fun, coming from work, and then coming right into studies, because some people are going right into their major, some people are going right into their second semester. It's just like a lot to do. Some people are coming from more schoolwork to more schoolwork. So it's just, I feel like balancing it as well as you can, like trying to redirect yourself back into that space, not trying to think, oh, we still got time. time moves a little bit too fast around here because next thing you look, now you a senior and you done played around with all your time trying to fix your time gone. So it's just trying to manage yourself the best way you can possible by not letting time slip away, because at the end of the day, you don't have all the time in the world. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be 11:59. You're like, dang, where all my time go?
Because at the end of the day gotta end. But I agree. Like, don't be letting time slip away, because, like I said, like she said, time went by so fast. Now we about to be juniors, and next thing you know, we about to graduate. We old. We're old. Like, I ain't old. Y'all old, but like going into next semester, it's gonna be full. You know, we come back from summer. Don't dwell on anything from last year period. Whether it was last fall semester or spring semester, don't bring that into fall semester. Like,
yeah.
Because you don't want to have that baggage on you. So think of like each semester as like a fresh start, because it's a fresh start. Because at the end of the day got to end.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I don't know. I feel like people be so caught up in like focusing on the past or focusing on the future. They don't even understand the present that they're in right now. Like, you don't understand like the moment you're in right now. You will never get these college days back because you're so focused on the test from last semester or the exam from last semester, or you're so focused on something that's going on in the future. Like, you never really live in the moment. Like, yes, prepare for your future, but don't sit there and stress yourself out because your future is not all planned out or not all planning out like you want it to. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna fall how it's gonna fall. Like, for me, I'm graduating next year. Like, literally next year, and I did not expect that. Like, and that was a really big goal of mine, to like finish college in 3 years. So, and I feel like that was a really big goal of mine, like, was to finish early. And now that I'm actually doing it, I'm scared. I am scared. Like, I did not think I was actually gonna be able to do it. But it's actually happening, and it's actually playing out how it was supposed to. Like, I'm not gonna say it was easy, because it sure was not easy. But like, just having goals for yourself, I feel like is really like important. Even if you don't make all those goals that you set for yourself, just having those goals so you can push yourself a little harder, it's great for like just moving forward in life.
I would just say for me, because like I'm graduating, so I would just say, just try to make, like you said, make the best of what you got, until you can do better. But I would just say, like, something I've learned, like, I think a lot of times people focus so much on trying to graduate, they don't think about the after.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it a goal for myself that I would make sure that, of course, focus on graduating, but the after would be something I'd be thinking about instead of just waiting. Because a lot of these internships and stuff, they open in like October. So if you're not like in a place where you're ready to start applying for stuff, then once you graduate, it's like, what am I going to do? I mean, I missed so many. It's like, if you're not ready for that, you could miss so many windows of opportunity for postgraduate. So I would just say, have it in your mind, say I'm going to graduate, but think about the after, because there's a lot of internships, postgraduate opportunities besides just working, like paying internships that you can be applying for now to try and help you prepare for the after, because I'm still trying to figure it out, and that's okay. But I mean, I just knew I was going to start trying to prepare myself for the after while I was still in college. But I would just say, just keep working towards whatever goals you have, and God's timing. Like, things not gonna always happen when you want them to happen, but when the time is right, it'll happen. So like you were saying, Selah, like stress wise, like just keep it down, trust the process. And I just want to say, give a thank you for tuning in to Unfiltered and Unprepared podcast.
Hey, this is the last episode, y'all.
Last episode. Good luck on y'all midterms, and we will see y'all next semester.
And don't take everything by a grain of salt. Keep swimming.
And read the Bible
Just
and pray.
keep swimming.
Bye, y'all.